I'm going to look you in your eyes when I say this. Let them go. Some people just like to be miserable. Hola, hola, hola a todos. This is tu prima favorita, Bobby here, and welcome to the Cousins Corner. I am in my bedroom. We gonna cut that because that was not it. Anyways, welcome back to my channel. If you are not new here, if you are new here, welcome to the Cousins Corner. I am tu prima favorita, Bobby, and I just like to talk in lieu of feeling like running my mouth on this very gloomy day here in Texas. I was reflecting on a conversation that I had with one of my colleagues yesterday, and we were just talking about the fact that some people just like to be miserable. And honestly, I don't think it's that they necessarily like to be miserable and the fact that, they enjoy it or something like that. But it's just that they're so stuck in that way. They're so stuck in that belief. They're so stuck in that mindset that they need affirmation and confirmation that those limiting beliefs that they have on the inside are true. So they will go looking for everything that affirms those beliefs that they have about themselves. And what you have to understand is that you have to set boundaries with people like that. A lot of times, these people, not purposely, but they will bring you down. They will bring your energy down if you allow them to. They will bring you to their level if you allow them to. And the thing about that is you have to think about the quote that misery loves company, right? And sometimes when we think about misery loves company, we think of it in a literal sense of like, okay, if someone's going through something, they want someone to be also going through that too. Like if my life is all bad, I want to hear about how your life is all bad so we can just talk about how our lives are all bad together. And yes, but also it's not just that. It's like if I'm feeling this type of way, if I'm carrying this load, if I am miserable, then I need you to empathize with me. Even if your life is all good, I need you to feel my pain. So I'm going to keep on coming to you and I'm going to keep complaining and I'm going to keep on talking about what it is that's not working, that's not going right. I'm going to keep on talking about the same thing over and over and how bad it is because I need you to feel for me. I need you to be miserable with me. And you as a person have to understand that if it is starting to take a toll on you, if it is starting to make you feel some type of way, if it is starting to take a toll on your energy, whether it's your mental energy, your physical energy, your emotional energy, it doesn't matter how much you care about a person, you have to be responsible for yourself and say, I don't have the capacity to deal with this. Am I saying completely cut that person off? No, that's not what I'm saying, because sometimes these people are your family members. Sometimes these people are people that you live with. These are people that you see every day. These are people that you hold near and dear to your heart. But you do have to make a separation. Just as I was reflecting with my colleague, I was telling her, if you don't cut this person off completely, you at least have to start setting up boundaries with this person, right? So it's like, I might not be able to spend a day with you and talk about the same problems over and over that you've been having for years that you just don't seem to want to get yourself out of. But what I can do is I can spend an hour with you on Saturday. We can go get coffee. We can go get tea. I can dedicate this hour of time to hear you talk about the same old, for me to address it and give you the same old advice that I always give you. And then we can go on about our day. But I can't spend the whole day just listening to everything that is going wrong with your life. I have had these same instances come up with me before where I had to draw lines in the sand with people. And you don't always have to let this person know like, hey, I'm going to fall back on you just a little bit. You can just do it. Now, if it's somebody that you have to cut off like completely, like completamente, then maybe you want to have a conversation with that person. But if it's just like, I just need to set boundaries with my time and how much time that I'm allotting for this person to take up with their woes and go from there. It doesn't always need to be, hey, let me sit you down and tell you that you're draining my energy. But if you do have that type of relationship with a person, you could do that. You could sit them down and just let them know. I'm not saying this from a place of like, if you have friends that are going through stuff, don't be there for them. I'm not saying that at all. You definitely want to be there for your friends. You definitely want to make time for your friends. You would want them to make time that same way for you. I'm speaking more as to if you are noticing that someone is always coming with the same story, with the same dilemma, with the same stressors, with the same problem, because you have to understand that people are going to remain in a place until they see for themselves that they want to change, until they see for themselves the benefit of change. That's why I always stand on people never change for other people. People change for themselves. People change when they understand that I have been this type of way. I have been in this predicament. I have been in this type of situation, and I don't want to be there anymore. I want to make a change because I want better, or because I see how a change could benefit me, how being better, showing up better, whatever the case may be, can benefit my life. That's when people choose to make a change. You can tell a person until you are blue in the face how well their life could be, how much better off they could be if they made this change, if they took on this, if they took off that, if they started living this way, if they started taking care of themselves more, if they started setting boundaries more, if they started making daily changes, even small little changes to daily habits. But until that person is really ready to change within themselves, all of your words don't mean anything. You can encourage them as much as you want to, as much as you have the capacity to. You can give them tips and tricks and the whole rule book if you want to. But until that person sees the need to change for themselves, or has the desire to change or do better for themselves, they are not going to do it. And it is not your responsibility to make them do it. So I just want to encourage anybody who might be dealing with that, who might be sitting on the fence of, what do I do? This person is stressing me out, but I love them so much. You have to set boundaries. You have to draw lines in the sand with people, and you have to protect your peace, because that's the only thing that you have control over in this world. It is a crazy world. It is already crazy enough. You don't need to handle more stressors than what you can take on. And it is not your responsibility to change somebody else's life. Now, you can encourage change, you can root for people, you can encourage them to do better, again, but it is not your responsibility to take their life and flip it all around. That is inherently their responsibility to make the better changes for them. So I just want to say, don't be afraid to set those boundaries. I don't know what's going on here in 2025, but I have just been led lately to really talk about being selfish and setting boundaries for yourself. It is the year of self. I've said that in previous videos. It's the year to be selfish. And again, you don't have to disregard your friends. You don't have to disregard their feelings. You don't have to stop showing up for them by any means, but you do have to protect your peace. Tu paz. You have to protect your own peace. Anyway, this is your prima favorita, Bobby here, who just likes to run my mouth. But I want y'all to run your mouths down in the comments section. Please leave your thoughts, leave your opinions. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Do you have some more to add on? I love to hear your comments. I love to read your comments. I love to engage with y'all. Again, tu prima favorita, Bobby here. Thank you for joining me in the Cousins Corner. I will see you next time. Bye.